Welcome to the Noodle Podcast. We are Kate and Max, and we love noodling on what we've learned by accident. This podcast is a space where we share how to get the best out of ourselves and the people we've worked with. In today's episode, we explore how to recognise if there's a drama triangle happening. Might you be the drama? Why is it happening? And most importantly, of course, what to do about it. Drama llama ding dong.
It's not my monkey, it's not my circus.
What does that mean? It's not my monkey, it's not my circus.
It's that whole sense that stuff's going a bit awry and there's lots of excitement or drama going on, but it's not your drama.
It's not your thing.
It's not about you, it's something else. Yeah, stay out of the craziness.
Not my problem. That's not my problem. You deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of what we're talking about today, there's so much drama that goes on in and outside of the workplace.
Yes.
And it can be fun being in the drama, creating the drama. Am I the drama? Maybe I'm the drama. Have you seen that meme? Oh,
no.
I'll send it to you. It's
Thanks.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when you can see all this stuff going on around you, maybe you started it. Or maybe you're not stopping it. In work...
Yeah, not helpful.
No.
Can be really distracting, upsetting, distressing.
Could you just explain the drama triangle? This is a concept that, for as long as I've known you, you've helped me with, but I can never quite hold the details. What are the points on the triangle?
So the points on the triangle... so the setup is that as human beings... we quite easily fall into a pattern, and the drama triangle describes the pattern.
Right.
And the pattern is that in a situation, somebody feels done unto.
Done unto.
Yeah. This situation is not of my doing, and I feel like I am the victim in this situation.
Right, yeah.
And in that situation, there must be a persecutor. There must be somebody who has made this situation be something that's impacting me.
Yes.
So we have the victim.
Yes.
It shouldn't be like this. I got you.
Yeah.
And then we've got the persecutor who isn't necessarily aware that they're the persecutor.
They made this thing happen. Or they keep making this thing happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or they may actually know that they are.
Yeah.
But not necessarily see themselves as a persecutor.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe they think this is a good thing.
Yeah.
Without them, nothing would happen.
And then the third part of the triangle is the rescuer. So the person that gets called upon to save me, or aren't they rubbish? You know, you agree with me, don't you? You know, sort them out because they're rubbish. So you could be called upon as the rescuer.
Right.
From either.
Or you could just like being the rescuer because that makes you feel needed. Here I am.
I'm the saviour.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe you throw yourself into that situation.
Oh. Yeah, rub your hands.
You haven't been asked for it. Yeah.
They need me. They need me. My value, my worth is yeah, exactly.
So there are extremes, aren't there, in the workplace where maybe two managers don't get on with each other and don't talk to each other, and the people in their teams just have to work around that because they have to rely on each other or their processes involve each other. Where else might it happen?
So I think it can happen in a situation with a manager and their team member where there is a disconnect around understanding what is it that's needed. And so I might be feeling that my boss is being particularly hard on me, difficult, challenging, but my boss might not feel like that. My boss might be just thinking I'm a bit rubbish.
Yeah.
So it's all about perspective, you know, sometimes in that sense of, but if both people are not talking to one another properly about it, they might be calling on somebody else to solve it or fix it.
Yes.
And enter stage left, the rescuer.
Yeah.
Rather than being the adult, and we're going to use the word adulting a lot today, aren't we? Which is, how do you then get out of this victim persecutor position?
Because there are throwbacks then, aren't there, to being a teacher and child at school and feeling like you're being told off or made to do something you don't want to do, or parent and child.
Parent and child.
And so that then fits with the book the games people play. Eric Berne.
Yes.
Whereas what you want to do is draw out of those positions and get into a middle ground of adult talking to adult. That's when the most effective conversations and working dynamics tend to happen.
Yeah. And I think when the triangle's at play, quite often you're missing the nub of what it is that needs to be solved. So everybody's avoiding something. There's a topic that nobody really wants to talk about or is comfortable talking about. And roles can switch around as well. And that's the strange thing, is that the victim and the persecutor can switch places, or the rescuer. You can rotate round, and all of a sudden you're like, hang on a minute, I thought I was the rescuer. Now I seem to be feeling like I'm on the sticky end of this because I didn't fix it. Now I'm the victim because it's my problem that I didn't solve it. So it's like a very strange triangular merry-go-round. There we go. Bit weird.
We've said this before, haven't we, that unless you're very broken, you tend not to want to be the persecutor or that person who's creating drama. But we know somebody, we've worked with someone before who I think revelled in it.
Yes.
I think they really enjoyed pulling those strings and seeing, okay, what would happen if I say this to this person and this to that person? Let's watch the sparks fly. And see who comes out the victor. Yes, now I think about it, they were like the Roman emperor, weren't they? With but the people in the ring didn't necessarily know they were in the ring.
No.
Very clever.
Yeah, and very naughty.
Destructive.
Really. Yes, destructive. And I think, and that is where you start to realise that people are bringing into the workplace stuff about themselves, aren't they? So this is this invisible rucksack thing where people are bringing all their emotional baggage. I want to use a swear word, but I'm not going to. So they bring all their stuff with them, but they don't necessarily know they're playing it out at work.
Yeah.
But you ever been in that situation where you're sitting in a meeting and you can't quite work out, like, why is this unfolding like this? I don't.
Why is this person having a go at me? I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
But actually, maybe they wanted to resolve something that couldn't be resolved outside of work. Here's a safe space that they can do it because you don't matter as much as maybe the people at home. Because this dynamic happens not just in work, but outside of work. Plenty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The drama triangle.
Yes. And that thing about other people representing people in your life as well. So you might get into the workplace and find somebody represents, as you said, your teacher or a family member that you're not getting on well with, or a friend that you've got a challenge. And suddenly there's something about them that's similar, but you haven't necessarily clocked it, but it's playing out in the dynamic in there.
Yeah.
Loads. Yeah. So I guess I always get really curious when there's a drama going on.
Yes.
And that's the thing that's the critical thing, isn't it? About how do you pull out of it?
So it links a bit with conflict resolution, the fact that we have some people hate conflict because they associate it with disharmony and that's what they want more than anything. But there are different approaches available to everybody that will work in certain situations to deal with conflict. And it doesn't always mean make it go away. Sometimes it means let's use it. We have a difference of opinion. If we work together, maybe we can get a better outcome than we even thought on our own.
But if you're avoiding it, then that's interesting, isn't it? That thing about where people are sort of, everyone knows there's a problem, but we don't really want to talk about it. Yeah. So the drama can be created around avoiding something. Avoid that landmine, avoid that sinkhole over there, all that sort of stuff. So not only have we got backpacks people are bringing into work.
Yes.
We've got those things that people just don't talk about that.
Don't look at the sinkhole.
Yeah. Or the walls as well. Glass walls. You bump into them. Didn't know that was there.
This feels like an actual drama that we're watching.
But I remember sitting, and sometimes these dramas play out, I don't even know. Yeah, sometimes you don't even need to know why. I remember being in a team where two of the people in the team I really liked, but they were very different. And I could get on with both of them, but they couldn't. In the moment, they couldn't get on with one another. And I couldn't understand. I just kept having that conversation with each of them. It's like they'd moan about the other one. I'd be like, yeah, but what you need to understand about this person is this is where they're coming from. This is why they're like that. I think you'd get on. And Ironically, once out of a work dynamic, they actually completely connected.
Yeah.
But in the work situation, there was something playing out there that meant they just couldn't. But I had to hold my integrity, which was not to get drawn into the problem with her is.
Yes. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? How able are you to be aware of, are you in the drama or are you able to stay outside and still be empathetic, interested, helpful to a good degree? I think when we're coaching people, we have to be really conscious of that. So anyone that's having a coaching conversation with someone they work with maybe has to be aware that that person probably has got a problem. That's why you're coaching them. But you mustn't be the person who is the rescuer.
Yes.
If you're a good coach, you will be empathetic, but you will see the problem over there.
Yeah.
And it's not for you to fix it. So that's the difference between having like just a chat, isn't it? And coaching that person to help them help themselves in an adult way.
Back to the adulting. So the thing with the drama triangle is you can turn it into, it's called the empowerment dynamic. I can't remember. We'll have to put in the notes who it is that created that.
Yeah.
But that idea that the persecutor can become the challenger. So you can still ask the difficult questions, but you don't have to make someone feel rubbish.
Yes.
And the idea that as the rescuer, you become the coach. So you are helping them to build their resources. You aren't solving it for them.
Right.
And that the victim becomes the creator, the creative, in that you become option oriented. You start to explore possibilities rather than feeling contained and diminished.
That sounds lovely.
Magic.
That sounds like nirvana. That's where we want to be, isn't it? But we can't unless we talk about it or notice it. Or just what are those signals that there's drama happening? But it is fun sometimes. It is fun to have the moan and the you'll never believe what happened today. Wow. But if you're the person that's creating it constantly or stuck in it and on the wrong end, that can be unhelpful. Dynamics are not great.
No.
But I think as humans, we're never going to stop having that kind of.
No, we're not.
Here?
So then it's about how do you find your way out of it and how do you rise above it and stay in that creative position if you are on the receiving end of it, and definitely beware if you are perceived to be the persecutor as well. That's sort of,
Yeah. So I think, again, communication. If you're working in a team where things are just this repeated pattern of drama just keeps on happening, talk about it. What's going on?
So you say teams, that's interesting because being invited in, I can think about a particular team being invited in, it's a bit of a rubbish invite. Could you just come and talk to us about this person in the team who's being really difficult, but none of us can really have the conversation with this person. So could you just do it with all of us in the room? Yeah, all right, great. I'll do that, not a problem.
What happened? Did you?
Yes, I did. But we talk, don't we, about the fact that very often there isn't a problem with a person. It's located in the person, but it's a problem that the team needs to talk about. What is it that they're not talking about or need to be talking about? Is it accountability? Is it commitment? Is it decision making? What is it that the team doesn't want to talk about that person is manifesting as the problem?
You are making me think about a very live current issue that I will need to talk to you about outside of this podcast. It's going on and I'm not sure how to resolve it. So maybe we need to ask you to come in and talk about the problem person. With the problem person there. They aren't the problem person.
But with the coach hat on, not the rescuer hat. No rescuer hats. Yeah, we put those to one side.
Marvellous. Very good. I think that's all we've got time for today, again.
I feel like this one could run again.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got loads more in this drama kit bag.
All the politics.
Oh, politics didn't even touch on that, did we?
Okay. Hold it for next time.
To be revisited.
Yes. Okay, cool. We'll do that.
You can find a reminder of the concepts and noodles we've mentioned in this episode's blurb and get daily snippets on Instagram at noodle_space. Don't forget to subscribe, share and leave us a review. We love hearing your stories too on the chat at www.noodle.space.